Hello, St. John Youth. I hope you are doing well and enjoying virtual Sunday school. Today I'll be reading a story to you called Abram's Call. One day God said to a man named Abram, "It's time for you to leave your home and family and go to a new land. In this new land I will give you many things and make sure people know about you. I will be kind to those who are kind to you. To the ones who are unkind, I will be unkind. Because of you, all the families on earth will be blessed." Abram was 75 years old and had a long white beard. But he didn't let his age stop him. On his trip, Abram took his wife Sarai and his nephew Lot. They walked the many miles leading to the new land. It was a hot and dusty trip, but Abram knew that where God was leading them would be a beautiful place. The trip was long and hard because they carried all their pots and pans, dishes, and clothes with them. "Phew, I am hot," said Sarah as her face grew red. "I'm getting kind of tired," sighed Abram. "My feet hurt," groaned Lot. When they finally got to the new land of Canaan, Abraham stopped by a tall, shady oak tree. It felt good to get out of the blazing sun. God came to him there in the cool shade and said, "I have a surprise for you. I promise to give this land to your family forever." Abram and Sarah and Lot were so thankful to God for his wonderful gift. They jumped and danced and hugged each other and shouted hooray. To show God how grateful they were, Abram decided to build 2 altars to honor God. He would build one altar out of a large smooth stone by the tree and the other altar out of pieces of wood by his tent in the hills. Here is the big shady oak tree with Abram, Sarah, and Lot. God's promise to Abram. God came to Abram and made a promise. "Abram, you are very special to me. I will take care of you and give you lots of children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren." But Abram asked God many times, "Are you sure? I don't have any children yet." God thought Abram needed something more to help him understand. So God took Abram outside and showed him the night sky. "Your family will include as many people as there are stars in the sky," God told Abram. Abram stared up at all those stars. He couldn't begin to count all those twinkling lights. Stars and stars and stars, all around him. Abram looked up at the stars and saw God at work. Abram believed God. "Now for another promise," said God to Abram. "You will need a place for your huge family to live. I will give you this land as I promised." "Are you sure, God?" Abram asked again. God made a covenant with Abram, a promise that Abram would become a father, a grandfather, a great-grandfather, and a great-great-grandfather, and a great-great-great-grandfather, and on and on. And all Abram's many, many sons, daughters, grandsons, and granddaughters would live with God in the land on which Abram stood. Now I would like for you to go outside at night with a friend or a family member, see how many stars you can count, and remember God's promise.